The Lean Startup is a book that has become famous and popular in the startup community. Written by Eric Ries in 2011, it has helped many entrepreneurs how to learn and build their products and manage their startups better. If you're wondering if this book could help you, then keep listening to my highlights of the book. 1. Start. If you're trying to solve a problem, start with the problem. If you're trying to solve a problem for a specific customer, then start with them. If you're a business that requires building for a new emerging market or developing new technologies, starting with either of those is good too. If it helps, make sense of what is most important in your mind right now. Try writing down all of those important things for getting started into a list and then prioritize them based on how they align with your goals and objectives as an entrepreneur. 2. Validate. Once you have a hypothesis, the next step is to test it. Validation is the process of testing your assumptions, and it's where you start taking action and getting real data to back up your idea. Once you've validated your idea, you'll know for sure whether or not there is an actual market for it, and if so, what the market looks like, how much they're willing to spend, what features they would like, and maybe what features you didn't even consider. You might be surprised at how much validation can change over that time as well. Validation doesn't mean it's static forevermore. Sometimes things go wrong or right and need fixing after the initial results come in. You may also find that some things just don't work and perhaps other ideas will come up too. We can discuss that later. Number 3, imagine. The third chapter, Imagine, is about envisioning your product in the market it will reach. The first step of this process is to think about why you're creating the product in the first place. This can be one of two things, either with a vision or start by getting specific about the user's interaction with your product, i.e., what are they going to do and how are they going to do it. The second step is to imagine what kind of person will be using your product. This should be someone who matches your existing customer base or persona that you may already know well. You might also consider what their desires are as a customer and how you can effectively satisfy those desires through your unique offering. Once those questions have been answered, ask yourself what obstacles exist between your customers, their goals, and using your application. In other words, what problems does this new technology solve for them? And how does it solve it better than any other product on the market? Number 4, verify. The fourth step in the Lean Startup process is to verify that your customers are actually interested in your offering. This can be done through surveys, focus groups, interviews with potential customers. The easiest way to do this is by generating a landing page for your product and then sending out an email blast to everyone on your mailing list asking them to visit them. Then track conversion rates of customers who land on those pages versus those who click through from other sources. You'll be able to see if there's enough interest there yet. If there isn't, go back and iterate until you find something that works. Step 5, evaluate. The final step in your scientific method is to evaluate the results of your experiment. It's important to look back and measure whether or not they have been successful or not and why. This will help you learn from your mistakes and make changes that will improve it around for next time. This is exactly what happened when Eric Ries's first startup. The Lean Startup is a great book you should consider reading if you have already started your own business or are seriously considering thinking of doing so. It aims to give you the tools, knowledge and mindset needed to make sure that by the time anything goes wrong, if anything does go wrong, then there could be nothing left undone that could have prevented it from going wrong in the first place. The book helps you to understand the process of how you can validate your idea and get feedback from your customers before you even launch it. There are many other important lessons. I hope you enjoyed this book review. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to drop me a message and let me know.